successful, why people get to that next level and some people don't, why do some people never take action, why do they procrastinate and never get to success. And we can define success in any different way that you want to define it, but at the end of the day, success is what success is to you, what makes you fulfilled in what you're trying to go for. So what's the real reason for that? And I see a lot of stuff that Tony Robbins talks about, and I'm kind of going to put it in that perspective, but in reality this is what took me from 6 figures to 7 figures. And there's lots of different ways to do it, lots of different business vehicles you can do that with, but you've got to get this stuff right first. You get this right, then anything that you want to achieve is possible. Alright, so here's kind of the formula for how you go from 6 figures to 7 figures, or if you want to go from 0 to hero, wherever you are now, you've got a goal, you've got something you want to achieve, it doesn't matter how big or small, but there's certain things that are stopping you, and there's certain things that are going to let you go and achieve that goal. So here's really what it is. So firstly, we've all got potential, right? Okay, I think we can all agree that all of us have the potential to be great. All of us have the potential to go and do great things and be successful. Some of us tap into a little bit of that potential, and some of us tap into all of it. Now, we'll be given great skills, we'll be given great talents. A lot of us don't get to really use a lot of that potential, mostly because of fear, right? We don't take action because of fear. So I think we can all agree that we've all got some form of potential. How much are we going to tap into that? And if we tap into a little bit of it, because it all comes down to belief at the end of the day. And as Tony Robbins puts it, not just belief, but certainty. And if you're certain about something, that's when you take what? You take action, right? So we tap into our potential and we take action. I always talk to people about action's not really going to get you there. You need to take massive action. And the greater you believe, the greater your state of certainty, the more action that you are going to take. Because everyone takes action, right? We get out of bed in the morning, we put on our shoes, we go to work, we do something in the business, we take a little bit of action. But you're going to take massive, massive action if you want to get to where you want to be going. If you want to go from 6 or 7 figures, if you want to go from 0 to hero, that's got to actually be massive action. Now, if we take some action, big or small, we're going to get some kind of results. Okay, we're going to get some kind of results. Now, when we get results, so we go to the gym, we've got a bit of potential to exercise, so we go to the gym once a week, and we get a little bit of results, we lose 1 kilo for the week, right? So we're taking a little bit of action, we've got a little bit of results. So now, our belief goes through the roof, doesn't it? Hey, this might actually work. Or what I want to talk about is certainty. Certainty. If you're certain of something, you're going to take that big action. Now we tap into more of our potential, we take more action, we get more results, and we get more belief, and it keeps on going. The same thing is in the opposite. Okay, we tap into a little bit of our potential, we take a little bit of action, we get mediocre results, we come back here and our belief is, I knew this wouldn't work, I knew I couldn't do this, I knew this was a scam, I knew that this would happen to me because it always happens to me. Our belief wavers, so we tap into less of our potential, we take even less action, we get even less results, and we quit. Okay, and that's why we procrastinate. So if we're certain about something, our belief is sky high, that's why we recommend restaurants, that's why we recommend movies. Hey, you've got to go and see this movie. I guarantee you're going to absolutely love it. I was in fits of laughter all throughout the movie, absolutely loved it. We're so certain of that movie being a hit because we loved it so much, we're happy to recommend it to our friends. Okay, we're using all that potential to take huge action. Our friends go and watch it, they love it, they get results, and we feel good about that. Same as recommending a great restaurant. We know our friends are going to love it because we love it. Okay, so the bigger your belief and the bigger your certainty, the more of the potential that you're going to tap into. But this one here really is the key. Okay, if you really, really believe in your product, if you really believe in your service, if you really believe in yourself, then you're going to tap into much more of the potential that you have. And we can all grow with this potential, right? This is adding skill, this is adding confidence, this is learning a new task, this is practicing your public speaking. I mean, man, I've spoken to tens of thousands of people all over the world. I had the potential to do that. But 10 years ago, I was tapping into less than 1% of that because I didn't believe I could ever do it. I was shit scared of getting up on stage. You know, when people say they get nervous when they present, which pretty much everyone says, I didn't get nervous. I literally would have a panic attack every time I got up on stage. And because that was my experience, my belief and certainty that I could be a public speaker was almost zero. By the end of high school, it was basically zero. And so I didn't tap into a lot of the potential. Now, can you imagine if I kept that belief going for the whole of my life? And I hope my message, and a lot of the feedback that I get is my messages are great and I help people. So imagine if I didn't tap into the potential. We all have the potential to be a public speaking star, believe it or not. It takes practice, and we can get there. And so my belief was so low, so I didn't tap into the potential. I literally took no action, so I didn't get any results, and my belief was still back at zero. Now when I first started doing this, saying, okay, I've got to get the courage up to get up on stage, I've got to do it. Guess what? I tapped into a little bit of that potential, took a little bit of action, dipped my tongue in the water. I got some pretty mediocre results, and it just confirmed my belief that I was no good at public speaking. But over the years, I did a lot of personal development, a lot of practicing, and got better and better at it, to the point where actually I believe, based on the feedback that I was getting, I believe actually I might be okay at this. I might be able to actually tap into the natural way that I speak and be able to get a message across. And so when I started to get that feedback, I actually put a newspaper ad. I remember this is back in the gym days in Sydney, that I was going to be the head speaking person at this health and wellness conference, and I actually got some really great results, and it increased my belief. So I tapped into more of my potential, I took more action, did more and more public speaking, got better and better and better results. My belief grew until I was up talking in front of stadiums of 10 and 15,000 people. So you have to work on this particular point here. So you've got to have belief in what you're doing, belief in your product, belief in your service, belief in yourself, till it gets to the point of absolute certainty. And then you'll tap into what we have here, you'll take great action, you'll get great results, and you go, man, this is really working. So this can either suck the life out of you, or why you're procrastinating and not doing anything, or it can build momentum and success and really get you going. And if you're building teams, and they have belief and they have certainty, and they tap into their potential, and they take massive action, they get results, they're going to believe even more, and that's just going to keep on going. That's why a great business is when people are seeing other people get financial results, getting results on the product, getting results on the service, and they've got great training, got great systems in place, and this just keeps on growing. And you kind of think of, how do I get to this level now? You know, for some people it's a natural level where your back's against the wall, you're about to go bankrupt, you've got no other choice, and so you know what? Here's two different types of people. Person is belief and certainty that I'm going bankrupt. You know what? Coronavirus, I can't tap into my business, I might just put up the white flag, and I've got debts and overheads and I'm going bankrupt. The other person is absolutely certain and has absolute belief in themselves that they're going to dig their way out of it, and this is how we're going to do it, and they already see it as being done. It's already done. The option is not even there on the table to fail. I can already see the success in coming out the other side, tapping into the potential, take massive action, get results, and keep on going. So they're the two types of people where your back's against the wall, you do tend to tap into your potential and take that action. But also too, you know, this can just be from a natural experience on a product. And so you're not entrepreneurial in a business sense, but you take a product, you had a health condition, it fixed your health condition, you know, your belief and certainty goes up. So it's a bit like seeing that good movie, eating at that good restaurant, and you start taking some action, getting some results, and your belief starts growing in the product because other people are getting results on the product. So your belief and certainty grows, and perhaps you start tapping into the potential that maybe you can build a business around that. And that's really how the network marketing industry works a lot of the time. So this is the big one where you can be naturally built with that, your back's up against the wall with that one. Kind of think about it like the analogy of the flea in the jar. So kind of think about this as your glass jar, and here's your little flea. We all know that fleas can jump high, right? Fleas jump from dog to dog, and they talk about this experiment. I don't think there was ever an experiment done, but it's a great analogy that you always need to remember. And this is the one thing I didn't pick up on too. That actually looks like something a little bit different now that I look at it on the whiteboard, but you'll see my point in a second. So this point, I mean, all this personal development I did back in my early 20s, and it really, really helped me. It helped me in sport, it helped me in life, it helped me in business, and without it, you're going to have to be pretty lucky to be born with the DNA just to naturally walk on it. Have so much confidence in what you're doing, so much skill, this doesn't really happen. You need to learn this technique, but this I didn't really learn until about 10 years ago, and it really changed everything for me. So we talk about the flea, the experiment. So the flea jumps up, without the lid on the jar, it can jump out of the jar. When the lid's put on the jar, it jumps up and lands back down. Jumps up, lands back down. Jumps up, lands back down. To the point where you take the lid off the jar, but the flea never ever jumps any higher than this. There's no lid on the jar, but the flea only ever jumps to that height because it's been conditioned over a day, a week. Phone calls, so many phone calls at the moment. So we only ever jump as high as what we've been conditioned to be able to jump. Okay, so whatever our parents told us as we were kids is a big part of that. Whatever our peers told us as we were growing up, whatever our teachers told us, whatever our boss told us, and then our work friends, the peers, the groups that we hang out with, our mentors, whatever you've been told that you can achieve, whatever you've been told about yourself, whatever you heard people talking about, that's the potential that you think that you have. And so we only ever jump that high. But what if you got around some people? What if you got around a mentor? What if you did some exercises to go, you know what? I'm not just a country boy that grew up in Oru and just played footy, because that's what I thought I was for a long time. And when I learnt this concept, I had to really ask myself the honest question of, how do I view myself? So when you look in the mirror, how do you view yourself? And you've got to give yourself permission to be successful. And the answer to me back then was, I hadn't really. So my core belief, see people will always act on what their core belief is, not putting a suit and tie on, looking in the mirror and revving yourself up and saying, I can do this. Because that only lasts for a certain amount of time. Your core belief. So if you shut your eyes and you really think, how do people perceive me? That is the core belief that you have. It's not just looking in the mirror as a pussycat and pretending to see a lion, it's actually seeing the lion, right? And so for a long time, I was doing business, I was doing personal development, I was having a go, I was working hard, but I really saw myself as just the jester, the court gesture that was cracking jokes. I was a bit of a lad, footy playing, knockabout country boy. We are not supposed to go and do huge things. We are not supposed to do Facebook Live. We're not supposed to get up on stage. We're not supposed to talk about our feelings. We're not supposed to be successful. Work hard, work on the farm, put your head down, be humble. And it's great to be humble, but I never gave myself permission to ever jump out of that. And that's how I saw myself. And so once I learned that, and I knew that I had to get this going within myself and find an opportunity that I was also certain in, and that's where everything changed, from there to 7 figures, just a few short years after. So with this one here, you think about the potential, we all have it. You think about Roger Bannister, right, doing the 4-minute mile. No one had ever run a mile in under 4 minutes, ever, in the history of the world. And then he did it in 1954. A couple of years later, 2 years later, 37 people had done the same thing. What was the difference? Yes, people are getting trained better and getting in better physical condition, but that wasn't it. What he did was he pictured himself running the mile under 4 minutes. It was already done. The alternative was not an option. It was mental for him. And he trained hard and he worked hard, but he'd already run the mile in under 4 minutes in his head over and over and over again. So he tapped into the potential that he already had, but he had absolute belief and certainty that he could do it in under 4 minutes. So he took massive action. He did it in, I think it was 3 minutes 59 and something seconds. So he broke the 4-minute mile, and within 2 years, 37 other people had done that. Now in 2 years that everyone trained that extra harder, they just saw someone else doing it, so they tapped into their potential. And away we go. So everybody has this potential. Work on this one. This will change everything for you. So find a product, find a company, find a job, find a partner, find a gym, find a personal trainer that you can really believe in, and with absolute certainty they're right for you. You can feel it, you believe in it hugely. You need to work on yourself. And so think about this one. Firstly, have you given yourself permission to be successful? And I mean that at the very core, right? At the very core, when you shut your eyes and you think, how do others perceive you? How do you perceive yourself? At the very core, have you given yourself permission to be successful? Have you given yourself permission to be fulfilled? Have you given yourself permission to be happy? Have you given yourself permission to have six-pack abs and look absolutely amazing? Or is it your other emotions on why you're eating, why you're drinking, why you're not successful, why you're procrastinating? What are the reasons for that? Because you see yourself a certain way based on the environment that you've been in. And the good news is you can break that. So what I did, it sounds a little bit crazy to a lot of people, but I used to do a lot of affirmations, right? So I'd write my goals out, and I've talked about this a lot of times. I'd write my goals out as if I'd already achieved them, and I would read them out. So when I was in Sydney, I would get up there and say, I'm living in Noosa. It's 28 degrees at 6 a.m. in the morning. I jumped in my car, I'm off to the river to go jet skiing. I absolutely love living here in Noosa with this great house, with this great community, this great lifestyle for the kids. So I would say it every single day as if I was living that life. The reality was, I was pretty broke, and I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment in Sydney. But to me, I was always going to end up in Noosa. And a lot of my friends and family didn't believe me because it was all I would talk about. But I needed to make sure it was the right timing. But this really helped. I gave myself permission that I was going to be successful. Successful in the way that I envisioned success. So being able to live up here in Noosa, work from home around my kids, obviously earn a certain amount of money, be happy, be fulfilled relationship. So my level of success and how I looked at success was already done. Up here was already done, on paper was already done, and now I'd read it out loud as if I was already living that lifestyle. But I included within that, when I learned this rule, I said, okay, I am a good person. I deserve to be successful. I am a smart person. I'm a great entrepreneur. I have great work ethic. I love giving back to the community and charities with the extra income that I'm earning. I deserve this success. And that sounds a little bit strange, right? But that worked for me. And bit by bit, I stopped thinking about myself as, Farmer Joe football playing larrikin to a professional business person that perhaps people wanted to hear from. With a mindset and with some knowledge that I could pass on. I started to see myself differently, and people started to see me differently, look up to me in the business world. I started to do mentoring, and that's where 6 figures went to 7 figures. So up until this, probably my biggest year was $150,000 in profits, right? In my take-home profits. And I couldn't really break through that barrier of income. I couldn't really break through the geographical of where I wanted to live. I couldn't really break through my lifestyle and all the things that I was trying to achieve. But when I gave myself permission, and when I made sure that I had absolute belief and 100% certainty that it was a done deal, and I was doing the exercises every day to train that subconscious to have 100% organic and authentic belief at my core, that's when everything changed for me. So guys, I just wanted to share that. I think I've covered everything I wanted to talk about. I remember seeing a Tony Robbins video similar to this not long ago, and I thought the way that he sort of put it across was great. So you've got to get that belief and certainty out to tap into the potential that we all have that's just sitting there. You've got a book in you, you've got a movie in you, you've got a business in you, you've got incredible potential. I 100% believe in you guys, because I know where I've come from and what I've had to do to tap into my potential. I mean, if I can get up on stage and speak, you guys can do anything. You can go to the moon. Tap into it. Don't be scared to take action. Don't let fear cripple you. Don't let what other people think stop you. Don't let success or failure stop you. Take the action. Get some good people around you. Get some good mentor mastermind groups. You'll get results, okay, which will help build your belief. So you'll tap into more, take more action, get more results. That's what you want to be doing it, instead of it sucking you back the other way. Give yourself permission. Do the exercises every single day. It'll start feeling a little bit weird that you're saying, hey, I live in this house and I drive. More phone calls. So guys, that's my message today. I can't see the comments or anything there. Maybe I'll look at it later. So hope you got something out of that. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll keep these videos coming. But make sure you just get that belief and that certainty up and tap into the potential that God gave you. And guys, you're going to come out of this lockdown, this pandemic, bigger and better than ever. And that depends on whether you believe that with certainty or whether you're believing the fear with certainty. You can make that decision right now. Right now. Which one are you going to believe? Fear, or you're going to come out of it bigger and better? This is an opportunity to go and take a look at some stuff. This is an opportunity to tap into the potential that you have. You've got time, you're sitting at home. What a perfect opportunity to start a home-based business online. And and take action, get some results with it. So the choice is yours. You can change it right now. Then the work starts, and it can be a journey. People can do it in 30 days, 1 year, 3 years. It's a journey. It depends on where your environment's been. Some people, based on their parents, based on their friends, based on who is telling them information, you've got to be careful what goes in here, right? You've got to be careful what goes in here, because that's where you're believing. So some people's core belief and certainty in themselves is about here, right? So they've got a lot of work to do. The good news is anybody can get out of that. For other people, their parents taught them personal development, mindset, gave them books, told them they could do whatever they wanted, really believed in them from day one. And then their teachers said the same, and their friends were all the same. So they kind of come out of high school or into early work already here. So there's not a lot that they have to do. They just have to understand this concept and find a product or a business that they can go and believe in it, and they're often racing or anywhere in between. So it depends on your environment, what you've experienced in life, where you're at, what your beliefs are. Maybe you've taken a few knocks in your credibility, or your confidence is down. You can get back up again. So guys, that's been my video for today. Leave me comments, let me know what you think, and we'll chat again soon. Cheers.